Hello, powerful people. Hello, powerful person. That's you and you and you and you. Y'all, I don't understand it. I cannot explain it. But I feel so good today. I feel so good. That song, actually, a client today, I had a coaching client today, and the coaching client actually mentioned that song. It's one of her favorite songs. And I started playing it. I was like, yes, that's exactly how I'm feeling in this moment. It makes absolutely no sense when I look around at the obstacles, the challenges, the setbacks, the cray-cray. It makes absolutely no sense. But I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for right now in this moment that I can feel good and I can declare, this girl is on fire. Okay, I won't hurt y'all. So, all right. As you come in, thank you for being with me. Who am I and why am I all up in your news feed? I am, powerful words. I am Sophia Casey, international award-winning speaker, corporate trainer, dynamic executive coach, and creator of all things Ease and Flow, including the Ease and Flow Journal, a 31-day journal to help you get clear, connected, and courageous about your life, hunty. I say I'm all that and then some, and I praise God for that and then some, because I say my and then some is my favor. It's his favor on my life. Yes, it is. I don't know why he gave me all them gifts, but he did. Guess what? He gave you gifts too. All he wants is for us to use them. He don't ask for too much. Use the gifts that he gave you. So I wanted to chat with you guys today about not using them gifts just for a little bit. I'm going to be here with you just for a little bit. And then I'm going to go enjoy some delicious lunch and some delicious self-care, because this afternoon I have to crank out some work for one of my corporate clients. And so I'm going to enjoy some downtime. So I titled this one because I wanted to chat with you guys a little bit about losing your fire. Losing your fire. Yeah, I heard from you. I do listen. Honestly, when you guys send me messages, when you type comments on my post, when you send me text messages, when you send me DMs, I really do pay attention. Now, I can't always keep up and answer you just in time. I'm working on that. I'm a work in progress, okay? Don't judge me. Okay, but I really do pay attention. I really do pay attention. And one of the things I keep hearing from you all is that you start losing some steam. And let me just say, so to help put you at rest, your mind at rest, it is so normal. It is so normal. At this time of year, it is very, very normal for you to, like, at the beginning of the year, you're riding high. Woo, yeah, New Year's resolutions, all that stuff. Right? And then it starts to come down. So this is very normal. If you are experiencing that, I want you to know that it's very normal. If you're experiencing that, like a little bit of a lull, or like, I really don't feel like being in that much action. I don't feel like being in that high energy of action. I just wanted to share a little bit with you about that, and just first of all, let you know that it's totally normal and it's okay. It's okay. It's okay if you ain't feeling like Alicia Keys singing, "This girl is on fire." It's okay. I'm not alone, okay? I don't mind if it's just me. But I knew I wasn't alone. I know that some of you, especially you entrepreneurs, you people who are out there like rocking it out, working your business, hustling, doing your thing. There are going to come times where it's not up here, and the energy is maybe not up here. It's more like here. Yes, it's more like here. So I just want to encourage you. And so here's what I have for you. So what are some reasons that you could possibly, if you could, or somebody you know, not you, somebody you know, a friend, could be losing your steam, losing your fire? Well, one major reason that I hear from a lot of you, that I experience myself, is number one is when you start to feel overwhelmed, when you start to go into overwhelm. Okay, so I'm talking to those of you who are, you're rocking it out. You got all these projects and plans and goals and dreams and ideas and all this stuff. All this stuff, right? All great ideas. But then you start to feel overwhelmed by it all. You start to feel overwhelmed by it all. I know I'm not by myself. Am I by myself? Is it just me? Those of you who are out there and you're working your 9-to-5 jobs, and at the same time, you are hustling, trying to make those businesses work. I get it. Those of you who are out there and you're wearing multiple hats, you got a job, so you co-worker, you might be manager, you wife, you significant other, your parent, you're the neighborhood watch. I get it. I totally get it. And so one thing that can happen, one thing that sometimes is predictable to happen, is that you will actually start to get overwhelmed. And I want to offer you something around that. So I said, the number one reason that a lot of people lose their fire, like they have their high energy for the longest time, especially at the beginning of the year. Yeah, I heard y'all. I saw y'all making all those New Year's resolutions. Yes. And now here we are, more than halfway through the year. And some of you are like, what resolutions? Don't even remember where they are, what they are. Okay, it's totally normal. And so when you find yourself not being able to generate ideas, generate being in action around your goals, you just can't find the energy to do that. A lot of times it's because you're in overwhelm. And so what I want to suggest that you do around that first point, take an accounting. Just sometimes y'all don't even know what goals you're working on or why you're even doing the actions that you're doing. I just want you to make a list. What is on your plate? What is it that you've committed to? And then from that place, you can take a look and say, wait a minute, I'm overcommitted. I did that this morning. I made a list in my Ease and Flow journal. Yes, that was a shameless plug. Okay. But in there, of course, in the Ease and Flow journal, there is a spot for you to do that, for you to just dump it out of your head, get it out of your brain, off your mind, and put it on paper. Well, then I start to look at that list and I'm like, wait, hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. I was like, hold up. Sophia, that's too much. One person can't get all that done. And so what I did, and I want to suggest that you do, is that I asked for help. It's something that sounds so simple. Look, I'm not saying anything new to you that you already don't know, but sometimes it's helpful to hear it from somebody else other than you. So ask for help. Ask for help. Ask for help. Help, getting support, helps overwhelm. Support is oh so sexy. Yes, it is, honey. I have a new relationship with support. Yes, I do. I used to be one of those, like some of y'all, separate and alone, doing all by myself, grinding, looking like a gerbil on the gerbil wheel. And then I learned how to shift my relationship to asking for help. Asking for support does not mean I am weak. Man, we know I ain't. Asking for help doesn't mean that you are weak. It doesn't mean that you can't do it. In actuality, this is my opinion. This is Coach Casey's opinion, okay? So take it for all that it's worth. In my opinion, asking for support, my ability to ask for support, your ability to ask for help is actually powerful. It actually requires you to be strong. It requires strength to say, I need support. It requires strength. So yes, asking for support, asking for help. And it doesn't have to be, you don't got to be all dramatic. Like some of y'all get so dramatic. You don't have to be all dramatic. I'm not saying you got to be all broke down. Why wait until then? Ask for support. You can ask for support on a small scale or on a large scale. And so one of the things I want you to do also is I want you to make a list of, so you made your list already, right? Of all the things that are overwhelming you. That's the first tip we talked about. A lot of times you're losing your fire. You don't have all this high energy. You're like, down here, you're losing that steam. You're losing your fire, right? Because you have so many things going on and you're overwhelmed. And so one of the things we said is that you could just ask for help. And so I want you to take a look at that list that I just had you make of all the things that are overwhelming you or things that are on your plate, on your mind. Take a look at that list. And next, I want you to just pick out 3 of them. Just pick out 3. Y'all know I love the number 3, number of Trinity. Hello, 3. 3 is a magic number. Pick 3. And next to those 3 items, I want you to write down the name of someone who can support you. Okay, y'all can certainly always put Coach Casey, hello, but write the name of someone who can support you around that specific item that has you overwhelmed. Okay, will somebody put that in the comment section for me? I appreciate y'all helping me so my hands could be free, because I like to talk with my hands. Thank y'all. All right, so put that in the comment section. So that's what I want you to do. You're going to take a look at your list. First of all, you're going to write your list. These are the things that are overwhelming me. They're in my head. It's too much. Oh my Lord. Oh my stars. Oh my gosh. I can't. I'm trying to keep this business going. I'm trying to, work this 9-to-5 job that I want to get off of. Yes. Okay. I got to deal with these children. I got to do this. I got to do that. Blah, 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 blah. Make the list. Take a deep breath. I love the quote that says, with every breath is new life. With every breath that I take, there's new life. With every breath that I take, there's new life. So you're going to make your list, and then next to 3 items on that list, you're going to write the name of somebody who can support you. Okay? And don't overthink it. Some of y'all, like I said, y'all be getting dramatic. It ain't got to be dramatic. It ain't got to be hard. Keep it simple. KISS. Keep it simple, soldier. Keep it simple, Sophia. All right, keep it simple, sister. Just keep it simple. Keep it simple. Write a name next to that item, those 3 items, of somebody who can support you around just closing the gap around that thing that has you overwhelmed, where you need the support. So let me give you an example. Or who has an example? If you have an example, I'll use your example. Let me think of something. Okay, so one thing is, tomorrow, I launch a program for coaches. It's a group coaching program where I'm going to support the heck out of some coaches. Bam! Bam! They already bad. But they going to come out my coaching group being like, bam, bam. They going to come out being on fire. So I launched that tomorrow. So there are lots of steps that go into that. And, you guys see the finished product. I know you entrepreneurs can relate. There's a whole lot of behind the scenes stuff that go into me actually launching this program tomorrow. So this morning, when I had my list of things I had to work on, I looked at that list and I was like, oh Lord, how am I going to get this done? Because like I said, I have a big deliverable due tonight for one of my corporate clients. How am I going to get that done and this done? And then I want to spend some time with my son. Then I want to spend some time with my friends. How do I get all this done? How do I get this done? And so I reached out for help. I literally did what I'm suggesting you do. I wrote down some names of some people who could help me. And I reached out to them. And so I reached out to 2 of my wonderful, wonderful colleagues. And I also reached out to my assistant. I need some help. And guess what? I didn't have to do the heavy lifting. They already had experience in what it is I needed, and they were able to answer the questions that I have. And even further, I was able to get help to actually have somebody else set up my marketing stuff, all that good stuff. I asked for help. What if you did that? What if you did that today? And I know, guys, I get it. Sometimes it's like, I don't know, I want to ask for help. Because we've made up this story in our mind that asking for help means that we're weak. Are you kidding me? You a badass if you're able to ask for support. That's the way I'm looking at it. That's my story and I'm sticking with it. We're talking about overwhelm. So I said, you have lost your fire. Number one reason you've lost your fire is because you're overwhelmed. You're sitting back, you're stressed out, and you're not asking for help. You're trying to do it all separate and alone and by yourself. It doesn't work. I know you can do it. I know you've been doing that. And you probably have been successful. But then it's like, what are you like at the end of the day? If you put in all this energy and time and you're struggling and grinding and you're doing it all by yourself so you can look like Superwoman or Superman or Wonder Woman rather and Superman, look, those are fictitious characters. I have no desire to be Wonder Woman. None. I want to be Wonderful Woman. I just made that up, but it felt good. I have a desire to be Wonderful Woman. Wonderful Woman. Feeling good about my business, feeling good about my life, feeling good about my love. Hey. Feeling good. That's my desire. I want to be Wonderful Woman. A woman who has ease and flow in her life. That's what I'm working on every single day. Do I fall short? Yeah, darn straight I do. But I get back up the next day and I commit to it again. I commit to having a life of ease and flow. Ease and flow in my love, ease and flow in my business, ease and flow in my family life, ease and flow in what I believe God has purposed for me to do on this planet. Ease and flow. Ease and flow. What we're talking about today is, why have you lost your fire? You were all up here, all excited at the beginning of the year. Maybe even the springtime, you got another boost. Like, woo, yes, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. This is going to happen. I'm going to be successful. I'm going to do this and that. And then what happens is totally normal. So don't go beat yourself up. It's totally normal. What tends to happen is that it comes down. And it's like, I'm tired. And a lot of times you're overwhelmed and you're tired because you're trying to do it by yourself. And I'm encouraging you not to do that. So that was number one. Number one is the overwhelm. The number two reason that you could possibly be losing your fire. Okay, I love that song by Alicia Keys. I love it. I'm going to play it again. Okay, so the number two reason is you may be listening to other people, watching other people, having other people tell you what you should be doing, what it should look like, what success looks like. First of all, you have to be the one to define that. Success for me may not look like success for you. And so your success may not be the structure of success that I want. So close your ears. Close your ears. There's nothing wrong with getting constructive criticism, good feedback from people. But if you're going to be listening to people, listen to people who know. Listen to people who have some credibility. Okay? So that's number two. And number three, I'm going to give it to you really fast, that you may be losing your fire because you are not dwelling in possibility. You know I talk about it all the time. Dwell in possibility. You may be dwelling in impossibility. So you know that you're dwelling in impossibility when you start to hear yourself constantly coming up with reasons that your goal won't work, your dream ain't gonna come true, the obstacles that are in the way, what challenges you have. When you start to hear yourself constantly talking from that place, more than likely you're dwelling in impossibility. You're focused on what is impossible. And what I want to encourage you to do along those first two steps, first of all, I said number two was listening and watching other people. Stop comparing yourself to other people. To compare is to despair. I can't be comparing myself to other coaches, other speakers, other corporate trainers. I got to walk my walk. Can't do it. So I have to close my ears to that. And I have to applaud myself for the coach, the speaker, the trainer that I am. So that was number two. And number three, dwelling in impossibility. Stop talking about what ain't working. All that energy you're spending talking about what's not working, you can use that same mojo, that same energy to actually create the possible. And so I want to encourage you. So those are my three tips for you today. So I'm going to go over them one more time. The three. You're losing your fire. Why? Because number one, overwhelm. And I gave you some tips. So if you didn't hear them, go back, rewind. Tips on how to deal with overwhelm. Number two, you're losing your fire, your steam, because you're listening to other people and watching other people and comparing yourself to other people. I gave you some tips on what to do about that, okay? If you didn't catch it, go back and grab it, all right? And number three is because you're dwelling in what's impossible. You're constantly talking about how it won't work. I want you to work on shifting that and dwelling in possible. Dwelling in possibility. What is possible? Yes, I know you have that challenge. Yes, I know you have that obstacle in front of you. I know you see that mountain is like, there's no way in the world I can climb that. But what if you just took one step? What if you just declared today, right now, in this moment, I'm just going to take a step. I'm not going to keep looking up at that tall mountain. I'm just going to look right in front of me, and I'm going to take a step. And not only am I going to take a step, I'm also going to ask for some help in taking that step. All right? I hope that's supportive of you. I am so committed. My life's work is committed to me and to you having lives of ease and flow. And I'll never give up. Never give up. Was that good? It was good for me. I hope it was good for you. All right, I'm about to go play my music. And I'm going to dance a little bit. Then I'm going to have my lunch. And then I'm going to crank out this corporate contract work. All right, guys, take good care of yourselves. Please take good care of yourselves. Take good care of each other. But most importantly, take good care of you. All right, God bless. Ciao, ciao.